I almost feel bad going after those two great speeches, especially yours, Jonathan. I mean, wow, that was amazing. Um, Many of you know I don't really give long speeches, but when I do talk, it's really from the heart. Today is actually a really, really special day, besides the fact that, of course, that we're starting this project off, which is amazing in and of itself, and I'll talk about that in a second. But today, actually, I might even get a little bit emotional about it. Exactly today is the 8-year anniversary of my primary, when I first won my election back in 2004, which is... Well, thank God. I wasn't asking for applause. I was just telling you. but it really is amazing how quickly time flies. And the reason I bring that up is because of a funny story that happened that week, that exact week. They did a profile on the candidates who were running because it was a special election, if you guys remember. Peter Shapiro had resigned early, and so they did a profile on the major candidates, I guess you would call it in that sense, and I was one of them. And this was on the Sunday newspaper. And I remember talking about different things that I wanted to see, and one of those things was development for the area. And I elaborated a little bit more on developers and things like that, and partnerships that we needed to make to revitalize District 2. Next thing I know, I'm getting a phone call from Justin Ross, who's our delegate here, Vic Ramirez, who's the delegate for 47. They're saying, "You blew it! You blew it!" And I said, "What? What's wrong?" And he said, "You never say development, you never say developers, anything on any type of interview, especially when you're running for office." And if you don't know me, if you don't know me now, but definitely back then, I am probably the least political elected official politician you're ever going to meet. I mean, to the point where it's almost ignorant at times of like the things that I miss. But I said, why? Why not? It makes no sense. What do we in District 2 have to lose when we partner up with good developers to bring revitalization to our area? What do we have to lose from empty parking lots? What do we have to lose from dilapidated buildings? I'm not talking about, a great park that needs to be bulldozed, a bunch of trees and things along those lines. We are in the developed tier. What do we have? At that time, if you can see the difference between Route 1 back then and now, I mean, it's monumental. Even the difference between the East-West Highway corridor here, it's huge. Just the little things. And you know what? Good development begets good development. That doesn't mean that we have to approve everything that comes up to the plate. Absolutely not. And Hyattsville has been amazing at weeding out all the different things that we need here in the Hyattsville area and in District 2. They've been really great. By the time it comes to my plate, they've really done all the hard work, to be honest with you. So it's great having municipalities that get it and know what it is that we want as residents. And so today, the other part of the story that I want to tell you guys about, when our good friend Derek Green, who's the lobbyist for this project, came up to me, this is about 3 years ago, between 2 to 3 years ago, came up and told me about what was being planned here. I said, yeah, okay, whatever, literally. Because by this time, the market had crashed, projects had tanked, there was no financing. For the most part, not for the most part, but for many times we had seen projects come in, get their zoning, increase the value of their land, and sell their land, and that was that. So we did them a favor and, made them rich, and then there was nothing to be seen. Part of it was the market, understandably so. Other part was just the fact that you wanted to get your zoning done. And so when Derek came up to me and he said, especially because of the expedited plan that they wanted to take, I was really skeptical. But the fact is, of the plans that they showed us, it was even if it wasn't going to be a reality, which thank God that it was. And Jonathan, I mean, thank you so much. It was a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you want this type of development in this type of area that is starving for it? Right next to the metro station, as our county executive talked about, next to a mall, next to a thriving town center, or what was the idea of a thriving town center has been hit by the market, but we're going to revitalize that as well too. And you'll see that before my tenure is over in 2 years, which is unbelievable. It takes that long to get things done. So to be standing here and getting ready to dig in to get this project going is phenomenal. It really is a truly special day because I ran on those principles, on revitalization, on bringing things that we didn't have here in Prince George's County, in our district, bring amenities to our area that we unfortunately have had to go into other areas to see, to get, whether it's Silver Spring, whether it's Montgomery County, whether it's DC, whether it's Virginia, whether it's Anne Arundel Mills. So to be able to see these pictures and say that's coming to our area, and it's coming fast too, is amazing. So that's all I wanted to say. It's a truly special day. I also want to recognize Amber Waller, who is our school board member for this area. Amber, thank you for coming. And I definitely appreciate all the work that you guys have done to get us to this level. And that's enough of that for me. I just wanted to make sure I showed you how special this day is to me for the reasons that I told you. So thank you guys.